And 3 members of the coalition of aggrieved customers of the collapsed 53 fund management companies have been arrested for leading a protest at the premises of the Finance Ministry. Members of the group besieged the Ministry of Finance yesterday to protest the exclusion of members of Black Shield Capital Limited from government's proposed bailout packages for customers of the defunct fund management firms. I have in studio with me the PRO Charles Nyame and the Secretary Joseph Aite, all of the coalition of aggrieved fund management companies, to discuss more of this. It's great to have you in the studio with us this afternoon. So what exactly transpired at the Ministry of Finance?
Good afternoon, Darryl, and good afternoon to your viewers. Yesterday, what actually happened was that on Friday, we picked information from a press release issued by the Securities and Exchange Commission that they were commencing payments for customers of fund management companies. Unfortunately, in the press release, they indicated that Gold Coast customers were not part. Apparently, Gold Coast customers alone happen to be 82% of the total customer base within the fund management sector. So it was it came as a
Black Shield.
Non-Black Shield.
Yeah.
So it came as a huge surprise to us. So somehow on Sunday, the management of Gold Coast came out with a rejoinder to dispute some of the reasons given by the Securities and Exchange Commission to exclude their customers from the government bailout package. And in one of the main issues cited by the Securities and Exchange Commission was that they are unable to include those of us from Gold Coast Fund Management, which is Black Shield now, because the management of the company are in court seeking a restoration of their license that was revoked. In the rejoinder that was brought up on Sunday by the management of the company, they indicated that the regulator, which is Securities and Exchange Commission, should not use that as an excuse from paying the customers. And according to them, they were willing to engage the regulator and to engage with the customers to make sure that in that tripartite we are able to come to a compromise to be able to allow government to pay customers. Unfortunately, we tried to find out answers. We've written officially to the Securities and Exchange Commission to want to engage them on the way forward, because you know it's been over 2 years since our funds got locked up. And when we wrote to Ogbamitete wrote back to us telling us that he's not interested in meeting with the customers. And we feel that this is all about engagement. And we also wrote another letter even to the Finance Ministry, thinking that we will get the opportunity to meet. They also deny meeting us. So we made effort at practically wanting to engage these people. So yesterday, when we heard the news on Friday, we decided abruptly, customers came from all walks of life, and we met at the Finance Ministry to seek answers. Because, you know, already people are going through a lot of difficulties as a result of these locked up funds. Okay, so yesterday when we got there, we don't know what happened, but they invited the police, and we had about almost 70 built men, I mean, fully armed. They came, they started beating us. They had electric shockers in their hands. They started touching the old ladies. There were a lot of old ladies around.
Did you have authorization for this protest?
That's what I'm saying. That it wasn't a protest. We didn't go there to protest. It wasn't a demonstration.
Okay.
We went there to seek answers. Okay, because the point is that we have written officially to want to meet with the Finance Ministry team. They have not even acknowledged receipt of our letter. We've written to SEC. SEC actually acknowledged receipt of our letter, but they indicated that they are unable to meet us. Okay, so the customers that were there, we were over 100 customers that met at the Finance Ministry. But the point, however, remains that this was not an organized protest.
Right, so what's happened to your friends who were arrested by the police?
Okay, yesterday I was one of those arrested by the police, and I was a bit molested and handcuffed, and together with me, 2 old folks, 1 man, 1 woman, in the ages of almost 70 years, were also arrested around let's say 11 o'clock in the morning, and we were allowed bailed around 6:30 p.m. in the evening. But to quickly add to what my brother just said, my friend just said, you see, if the Securities and Exchange Commission is using the grounds that the company is in court, and for that matter, its customers cannot be paid unless the court decides on the case at court, it's neither here nor there. I'm making reference to their press release dated 28th of August. In the press release, they made the public understand that after the revocation of the licenses, they took 5 categorical steps. In these 5 categorical steps, one of them, they said that after the revocation, they foresaw that if they are to go through the normal processes according to their establishment, they have to go through court, secure liquidation orders, liquidate these companies before they can pay its customers. So they engage the government through the Ministry of Finance, trying to reason with them that these customers have already suffered over 2 years. Therefore, the government should release a bailout package in the form of social intervention. All these things that I'm saying are in their press release. Yeah. In a form of social intervention to relieve the customers, because the payment from the court processes can be protracted and delayed. So if this is the grounds by which SEC reasoned with the government to release the bailout package, how then should SEC come through behind the door and also use the same reason for which the bailout package was released against the customers, that the case is at court? Unless the court decide on the case, we can't use the bailout package, which is to relieve you from the prolonged case that will be delayed at court. So this is neither here nor there. Again, quickly, to add to it, in the case of the banking revocation, we have instances that Unibank is still in court, Unicredit is still in court, GN Savings and Loan is still in court. But when the government rolled out the bailout package, the receiver and the Bank of Ghana didn't say that because these owners of the companies are in court contesting for the revocation of their license, so their customers are not going to be part. Right. Why is SEC and government applying the rules differently in our case?
All right.
They should answer.
We just have about a minute to do this. And so we are currently at a stalemate, if I should say, because you're not hearing anything from the finance ministry, neither are you hearing from SEC. I don't think they are budging in movement from now. And so what do you intend to do? Are you both customers of Black Shield?
Yeah, yes, please. Yeah. Leaders of the group.
Right. Are you able to share how much money you have with them?
Okay. My sister, my elder sister, has 5.7 million Ghana cedis, new Ghana cedis there. Together with my wife, we have 140,000 Ghana cedi there. My mother-in-law has 90,000 Ghana cedi there. Okay? So there's how much my family has in there. Almost 6 million Ghana cedis.
That's quite an investment. So, I mean, what are you going to do now? I mean, seeing that you are not getting the response that you actually wanted to hear.
It's pretty obvious that somebody is not telling us the truth, okay? Because, you see, we know the court is on a legal vacation, and they are only coming back in November. So if, let's assume, without admitting that Gold Coast is in court, then it means that we are going to end the year with us still not having access to our money. And this financial sector cleanup that they did within the fund management sector has actually cost people their lives. Almost every other week, as leaders, we hear of people dying on a regular basis. And I think human lives, and we need to put some value on human lives here, as against what we are hearing. Another very interesting excuse that the Securities and Exchange Commission gave was that they don't have access to client data. And this is very untrue, because even before they revoked the license, they had done a forensic audit. And in the forensic audit, they use customer data as part of the process to do the audit. So what are they talking about?
Thank you, guys. Certainly an issue worth revisiting, especially when SEC has said that they're going to start paying in a couple of months. They're going to draw up a plan next month. but your situation with Black Shield is quite peculiar. So we'll find out what they intend to do if we still have to wait till the legal issues are sorted out.